Okay, so part 2 of this. As you noticed with that model I picked out specifically, it is mirrored incorrectly so that the shells shoot out towards you instead of away from you, like you're shooting a left-handed gun made for a right-handed person. Makes no sense. Probably because they only wanted you to view the action of the weapon working, which is kind of stupid because it's not realistic. And I like realism, which you can see with my work. So, if you want to take a perfectly good model and fix it, what you're going to need is Milkshake 3D. And what I'm going to do is go to File, Import, Half-Life SMD. It's already there. And I'm going to use the ref. Import it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the group hands. Unlike world models, this has usually a bunch of bones. I mean, the Ruger is only one. Well, sorry, correct myself. Usually there's a bunch of groups. With this one, there's only 2. Sometimes there's only 1. It does get annoying when you have to do stuff. So right now, I'm going to select the Ruger itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror left to right. And see what that did was it took everything from this side and moved it over there. And now you can see that it is shooting out of the correct side. Only issue is it moved it out of the hands. Simple enough. Now what you're going to do is go to Model, Move, and now I want to move it over until it is in the hands again, which is kind of a tedious process. I mean, it may take 1 or 2 tries to get it right. It did with me. So now I'm just going to keep on moving it over. And now I moved it too far, so I'm going to do -0.001 and maybe say about there. Looks to be okay. I might move it back over a couple. It's not like, it's like kind of like an exact science, you know. Annoying like that. Alright, so now that it's moved, I just wanted to quickly test it out with an animation. So I'm going to go to File, Import, Half-Life SMD, and I'm going to import the reload animation. And I want to say no. Right, so now I want to see if it's in the hands. It is playing a little bit fast, but let me pause it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with all these bones, but I think it's in the hands enough. Yeah, these bones are getting really in the way of what I'm trying to see. Damn you. Close enough. I can fix that. If I can fix it later if need be. So what I'm going to do now is go to Export and make sure to actually do that, where you get it out of animation mode. Export, Half-Life SMD, and I'm going to do Ref New. So I was going to do in the other video, but I kind of jumped ahead. So now you can see the Ref News over here. So what I'm going to do here is change this to Ref New. Okay. And now I'm going to exit out of that. Don't want to save it. And now I'm going to compile my Ruger. Okay. Now I'm going to open up what I closed out, which was Source SDK. Go to Model Viewer. Load Model. Ruger 22. And you can see that the port's on the other side now, which is really cool. Only other thing you got to do is mess with your bone attachment, which is still on the wrong side. So what you got to do is just move this guy over when you get the chance. It's the exact same process that it is for doing it with world models. It's just doing it on the view model scale is pretty much the same, other than the values. You'll have to work with the values a little bit, since the attachments, with each attachment that you use, it is kind of different. So, but you get the general idea of how to position it. So, that's all I got for this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you next time. One note to the last video, I got the model decompiler to do what I was trying to get it to do earlier, which is cause an error. So I'm trying to decompile another model, and when I do it, I get loaded, and this happens. What this means is that it decompiled everything except for the model decompiler file, the QC file. So what that means is that this is missing. No big deal. I'm going to do another video on how to make your own model decompiler from scratch. But that's it. See you next time.